Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Who's Joe YouTube Edition.
Who's Joe?
Who the is Joe?
Who's Joe?
Who's Joe?
Who's Joe?
Yeah. Who is Joe?
Today, I am here with a competitive eater and YouTuber, George. Why don't you go ahead and tell us a little about yourself?
All right, so I'm George the Smorgasbord Chigger. I am ranked 15th overall in the world with Major League Eating. I am #1 in Pennsylvania.
You're #1 in your heart.
And I'm an influencer at 40 years old. It's kind of crazy, but I'm just trying to build my platforms, on YouTube, and just have fun doing it.
As I was telling you earlier, I am going to try this a little differently this time. Instead of asking the first question after the countdown, I'm going to ask the first question before the countdown. We're going to count down, and we're going to start the staring contest with you answering the first question. So
I like it.
First question is our typical first question. If you could collaborate with anybody, whether they're a YouTuber, competitive eater, anything, who would you collaborate with? And while you're thinking about that, I am going to go ahead and start the countdown for the staring contest. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So yeah, oh man, that did not. I blinked twice already. That's horrible. I'm like, I have this. I thought I had it, man. So if I could collab with anybody, Matt Stoney.
Dude, I love Flamin' Hot Cheetos. This is gonna be no problem.
Great YouTuber, great competitive eater, and he doesn't collab with anybody, so it would be great to be able to collab with him.
Well, I am now 16-0 at this point, and for those of you who have already watched some of my videos know that I am going to try to continue to go the rest of the video without blinking as well.
I think that's just amazing. I've watched a handful of your videos, and it's just it's amazing how you could go without blinking. I remember being a kid, trying the non-blinking contest, and I thought I had this figured out. I had my staring point and everything, and as soon as I started staring at it, I blinked. So,
So how long have you been doing competitive eating, and how long have you been doing it on YouTube?
So, wow. It's been about 10 years. I've been in the, been doing it for 10 years because I got into it with my mentor. I became her sparring partner about 10 years ago, and I was just helping her train to give her a little bit of motivation to push her, numbers bigger. And about 5 years ago, she finally talked me into trying to qualify. And I would think I kind of got out in the circuit and started to meet people and stuff 5 years ago. And I went pro in 2018. But 2017, I did my first couple non-Nathan's qualifiers, and I started winning some money with donuts and different things, so that was exciting. But 2018, and then I started posting some videos up late 2019 on YouTube, and really it's just been 2020 has been the big push this year to get videos up and out. And my editor's just been awesome working with me and pushing me. So now we're trying to get on a whole schedule. I apologize, my dog's in the background.
That's fine.
Trying to play frisbee. Right?
Well, between doing the interview with Beyond Seattle Eats in my last one, doing this interview with you, and I'll be doing an interview with Mickey Sudo and Nick coming up soon.
Nice.
In the past several weeks, I have done more research on competitive eating than I ever thought I would do in my life. But one thing I've noticed looking at these eating challenge videos is it seems like it's usually split into like 3 different categories. You've got your spicy challenges, you've got your capacity challenges, and you've got like your chug challenges that you see with like Badland chugs, and so you've done some.
Yeah.
Of those three categories, what is your preferred?
I'm not a spicy guy. I give it, Katie, I give her tons of props for how crazy she gets with the spicy stuff. I'm a food guy, so I would say capacity, but because I love the food, and at heart, that's my big thing is, the competitive eating, and the food challenges are just a part of the competitive eating. And the chugs, I love Badlands, and I love collaborating with him and hanging out with him. So, I got to work on my chugs to be able to, hang out with him and not be embarrassed when he shows me up. So, so it's a little bit of both. I like the food and the capacity, and I like the chugs, because the chugs actually help with the training for capacity. And I have some videos out there. I'm doing like this whole TikTok thing now, and I'm working on speed. So, it's all about, speed and how quick you can eat large amounts. And so out of those three, I would say food. I guess food's my go-to.
What do you think was the hardest challenge for you to do in a video? I did a bit of a dive back through your videos, and that 44 pounds of pudding had to have been difficult.
Oh, the 44 it was cups, right? 44 cups of pudding.
Oh, was it 44? I misread it. I thought it said 44 pounds of pudding.
No, that's a lot of poundage. It's still, I think it was still almost 20 some pounds of pudding. But yeah, no, it was 44 cups. The just anything in bulk like that, and if it's not speed eating, like, I mean, this summer I ate 15 pounds of corn. That was tough. That was 40 some minutes. If it's not quick, I think anything you eat for a long period of time, because like even just recently, Matt Stoney did 1,000 slices of pepperoni on one slice of pizza, and I just recently attempted to eat 2,000 slices of pepperoni on 2 slices of pizza, and I came close to matching Matt's time on one slice of pizza. We had like 1,200 slices on one slice of pizza, but it really started to slow down, 25, 30 minutes into it. And I gave up about an hour in, and I still almost ate 1,600 slices in an hour. But just anything longevity, eating nonstop for an hour is really, really tough on the body.
To some degree, obviously, everything that's going on has kind of put a kibosh on doing food challenges at restaurants themselves. To some degree, when all of this clears up, do you think we'll kind of see an explosion of that coming back, with competitive eaters going into restaurants, probably even to some more degree than they did before, doing these food challenges that the restaurants market?
Yeah, I think so, because I know I'm going to get out there and do more, and I'm looking for more every day, and I'm getting restaurants that actually don't have food challenges to bring food challenges on to promote them, and to highlight, their specials and their food. I'm working with a restaurant now that one of my latest videos, it was a wing review, and it was one of their weekly specials. And my goal was to do, all 4, Monday through Thursday weekly specials. And our governor shut us down, my first weekend. We just started working on it. So we just got shut down, and we're going to reopen, back up next week. So hopefully I'll get back on this series of their weekly specials. But, he's like, oh, what do you want to do? A burger challenge or a taco challenge? And I'm like, I've done burger challenges. I've done taco challenges. What's on your menu that people don't know about? And he's like, well, I have seafood. I said, well, let's do a seafood challenge. So, they want to make me a 20-pound seafood challenge. I said, well, let's do this at the end of the series. We'll do this 20-pound seafood challenge. So, I think you're going to see an explosion, with people traveling, because it's it's weird right now with all the restrictions and everything. So, and then if we're not able to have large crowds, at least we go to a restaurant and do a small challenge. And, you know, instead of doing our home challenges, or, you know, I go live a lot and I eat in the car, and, you know, I do different things at the house. So, definitely, you know, I'm looking forward to. I know I'm going to get out there and do more challenges in 2021 once the world starts opening up a little bit. So I don't think we'll be competing anytime soon, unfortunately.
So how do you pick what content you're going to do in a video?
Well, that's good. That's a great question. I think I kind of roll around with ideas, and it could be, you know, price point, you know, or someone sponsoring a video, you know, and who's available, what's available to go, you know, to do stuff. So, you know, I did some chugs in the beginning, you know, of quarantine this year because, you know, the liquor stores were open and I was drinking a lot. So I'm like, oh, I might as well film this. And there's, you know, some groups on Facebook I belong to, and they do some challenges inside, you know, the group itself to try to push each other to have fun and, you know, promote the group and stuff. So you know, I kind of piggyback off that. And, you know, I don't do the average challenge, you know, per se, if, and, you know, as in the group, because I know I'm a professional. I know I could eat more than everybody else. I know I could chug more than everybody else. So I you know, I call it Chigger style. And, you know, if it's a 12-ounce, you know, challenge, another, you know, we're called, there's a group of guys that we shotgun. It's called the Big Boy Shotgun Club. And one of them, they did 32 ounces of pure cranberry juice. It was supposed to be 12 ounces of pure cranberry juice. I don't know if you ever drank pure cranberry juice.
I have not.
It's not ocean spray. It's not fun. It's very chalky, very tart, very rough. But I took the 32 ounces and bailed it to beat the, you know, my buddy's time of 14 seconds. I did it in 10 seconds. And then to top it off, I drank another gallon of it on top of it. So, you know, that's me taking it to the next level. You know, same thing, you know, there was another challenge, you know, $15 value menu challenge, minimum 5 items off the value menu at any fast food restaurant. And I went to Wendy's and they have 2 for $5. So I got 6 Dave singles, and you have to shotgun a beer before and after. So I chose a 20-ounce seltzer and for before and after. Seltzer has the more carbonation in a beer. And I did that in 5 minutes, which you have 15 minutes to do it. And then I took it to the next level because I had points. I got a double, Dave's double, and then I shotgun another seltzer after that. So I modify them. I go a little extreme, and it's just part of fun, you know. So I take, you know, different things out there that people are doing, and it's like, oh, I can make this my own and go a little crazier with it.
At this point, I think we probably have enough content, so I will go ahead and get you to say, I was not able to beat Joe in a staring contest.
I was not able to beat Joe in a staring contest.
Now, who would you like to call out to sit on the other side and be against me in a staring contest?
Ooh. That's a good one. I'll call out another eater. I know it seems like you're on the eating circuit right now. So Darren Eats.
Okay.
I'm going to call him out. And he has a YouTube page and 40, 50, maybe 60,000 followers on his page. And, you know, I'm sure he would be into it. He's competitive. He's ranked third in the world. So he might give you a run for your money.
It definitely does seem like I am going down the road of competitive eater guests. Alrighty, definitely. So what would you like to plug? What would you like to tell people about? What do you have coming up?
Oh man, well, just content for YouTube. I mean, I'm just trying to get my numbers up on YouTube and even on TikTok. I don't know if anyone's crossed over to TikTok. I didn't think I would ever do it, but I've been on it for a month now, and I'm just enjoying it. And it's a great little tool to put my stuff on Instagram. So we're on TikTok at George Chigger. We're at Twitter at I want to say it's G Chigger on Twitter. Instagram is George.Chigger. Even Lupita Dog 17 on Instagram is my little dog. You follow her whole life story on Instagram. And then, Facebook. So George Chigger. I mean, if you Google me, I come up. I was just featured in the local news for 12 Days of Christmas on the Sports Channel for going to Coney Island this year. So I'm everywhere. And I just appreciate everyone's support. And, just hit that subscribe button and that bell so you get notified when Ben uploads the new videos.
Well, that's going to be it for this episode of Who's Joe YouTube Edition. I have now been staring without blinking for 41 minutes. If you haven't already done so, go ahead and like the video. If you haven't already done so, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. If you haven't already done so, go to George's channel. There will be a link in the video description. And subscribe to his channel. Do it. Do it right now. Pause the video. Pause the video. Click on the link in the description. Subscribe. We'll wait here. All right.
Thank you for subscribing.
Yes. Now that you're back, we're going to go ahead and end this video. There will be a video down here at the bottom left that I've recommended, a video here at the bottom right that YouTube has recommended. Watch one of them, watch all of them. Now that you are subscribed to George, go watch all of his videos, and we'll see you the next time.